got a call around 0600. A woman reporting a motor vehicle accident. We rolled out, called accident investigation, and here we are.
Any witnesses? Anybody see anything?
No, it's a pretty quiet neighborhood up here. Everybody was asleep.
What about the caller? Did she give you any idea that she might have seen something?
No, just told us where to look.
Oh, yeah? Did she leave a name or an address or anything like that?
No, she never ID'd herself. She called from a payphone at a gas station over in Kitsilano. Could have been anybody.
Yeah. What's happening this morning?
Well, aside from the body, you just missed a coyote.
I did?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, just ran up the street there like he owns the place.
Like I've seen that. You know, I keep on hearing these coyotes are everywhere, and I haven't seen one.
Animal control used to pick them up and take them back where they belong, but now we got too many of them.
Yeah, once you call animal control, let them know we saw one anyway.
No problem.
Okay. So what we got here? It's been here for a while, I would say.
Yeah, well, you know, there's not much traffic around this neighborhood at night. You know, he could have been here for a long time before anybody saw him.
He's barefoot.
Kind of hard to miss that, huh?
Thank you. No, but it's the abrasions on his feet here. This man's been walking for a while.
Yeah, it could be. See these marks on his jeans, just above the knee?
Yes, I certainly do. No, I do. So the car obviously ran over him when he was already face down on the pavement.
Kind of classic. Front end hits him and the wheels run over his legs, you know? Hit and run.
What kind of classic you think, do you? What do you say, this is a jaywalking thing out here in the middle of nowhere?
I don't know. Middle of the night, he's wearing dark clothes like that? Yeah.
Any debris from the car? No metal, no glass, no nothing, eh?
Not a damn thing, no.
Well, Zach, I don't know. Do we know who he is?
No wallet, no ID. Could be somebody took him off the body before we got here. You know, he just doesn't want anybody to know who he is, you know? There might be a warrant on him. You get a warrant on you, they pick you up. Sometimes you can slip right out from under before they find out who you really are.
And you're thinking that because why? Because
Hey, I'm just speculating, okay?
Okay, sorry. You know, help me flip him?
Yeah, sure.
All right? Here, I'll grab the shoulder. Okay, here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. I know this man.
You know him?
Yeah, I do. His name's Tom Hill. I just saw him a couple days ago. I can't believe this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're on some committees together. We always go for wontons.
Yeah?
Oh, man. Tom, what the hell were you doing way over here, though?
Hey, you gotta figure he doesn't live up here, huh?
No, he's got a nice place downtown on the east side there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's his. See it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's a nice hunk of silver.
Yeah.
Must have gotten torn off his wrist when he got hit, huh?
Yeah, I've seen him wear this. You know, there's no abrasions on his face. This has got me a little worried, actually. He's just got the deep cuts over the eyes and the split lip.
Yeah?
What about his hands? Don't you think you'd see more? These abrasions, do you think they came from skidding along the pavement?
Yeah, could have happened that way.
I suppose so. God damn it, this is not good.
Hey, I'm sorry if he's a friend of yours, huh?
Yeah. So you just about finished your pictures and everything?
Yeah.
Good, we can get body pickup on the way here then. It's not a picture I want to take. Ah, Tom, this is pathetic.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Danny Leary says hi.
Oh, yeah? How do you know Danny?
Oh, shit, I know Danny from Montreal. From before his wife and baby got killed.
Oh, I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, they had a car accident. Really shook Danny off the rails for a long time.
Hey, you guys. We're over here.
So who found her?
One of the tenants taking out his trash this morning.
What time was that, he say?
Around 8.
Any idea who she is?
No. But we have this purse here. Might be hers. I didn't touch it. I didn't want anybody going off on me for interfering with a crime scene.
Any injuries you see?
No. Nothing visible. No obvious bruises. But being in a dumpster like this, I didn't figure it for a natural.
Okay, we got makeup, a set of keys, and a hairbrush. No wallet, no money.
So what's the story? Mugging, robbery, but no visible injuries?
Well, if this is her purse.
Well, it could be she was beaten and the bruises didn't have time to develop because she died instantly.
Right. Okay, well, we can call forensics and get a canvas started in the meantime. See you, Winston.
All right.
You know, if you want to write about Tom, I think that's fine. But I want to see more than the usual shit about him being just a native militant, you know? Okay, well, I'm not telling you what to write. Don't get me wrong here. I want to see something about the drug treatment centers. I want to see something about the co-op housing. All the things he... That's right, yeah. So I can expect to hear from you then. Look, if you want a quote from me, that's what I'm gonna... Yeah, nice talking to you. Okay.
Tom Hill?
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Oh, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. So have you got anything for me yet?
Well, I asked Sonny to give me a hand with the autopsy. There were a few inconsistencies. I wanted to make sure what I was seeing.
What's inconsistent?
Well, take a look. You'll see.
Okay, here we go. You can see on this x-ray he has a fairly serious subdural hematoma.
And you think that that's caused by his head whacking the pavement?
Sure, sure. Take a look at his femur here.
Oh, that's a nasty fracture, eh?
Both legs were fractured pretty much the same way, but this one here on this leg, fracture lacerated his femoral artery.
It's a major artery.
Mm-hmm, it is.
Oh, so you're thinking now he bled out internally as a result of that, and that's what caused the death?
Yeah, we both think exsanguination is what finally killed him.
Okay.
But there's a question with that. We're both pretty sure he was already laying face down the road when the car ran over his legs.
He's already in the road.
Take a look at the leg fracture. It's compression, not shear. That means the artery got cut from the wheels rolling over his legs.
Right, that's why you think he's not standing upright when the car hit him?
That's right, that's right. And the tread marks on the back of the jeans are consistent with him lying face down when he's run over.
Chicks on that. He's going to analyze those and get an answer to us.
Sure.
So?
We're both in agreement that he was already down the road when the car hit him. We just don't agree on the nature of his injuries.
Most of the wounds were caused by scraping the asphalt, but these others here, the cuts above the eyebrow, the split lip, also the bruising on the forearm, Sonny doesn't think those are from the road.
We usually see injuries like that as a result of being hit with an object of some kind.
So you think he's hit by an object before he got hit by the car?
Mm-hmm. The bruising on the forearm suggests defensive wounds.
You don't agree with that?
Well, I just can't rule it out that those injuries weren't from the road.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need something more definitive than that. I mean, everybody's calling us like this is a major thing.
Yeah. In my opinion, the subdural hematoma happened as a result of falling down in the road, and the cuts above the eye, the split lip, the bruising were also caused by the road.
And in my opinion, those cuts, the bruising, the blow to the head occurred before he was run over.
Sorry.
10-5, please.
Well, I'm not seeing any obvious external injuries either. There's no blood anywhere.
Any sign of a walnut? How about that?
No. Maybe you want to come up here and try digging around.
No, forget it. We're not climbing in there. That's your job.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to spend the whole day out here going through this.
So, what are you gonna do?
Well, I think I'm going to seal the whole damn dumpster. Have the garage pick it up, hold on to it till we get an opinion out of autopsy. I'm not going through a week's worth of garbage unless we really have to.
Fine. Hey, listen, how about getting us a photo? We'll need something to canvass with, see if anybody around here knows her.
Sure, I'll get you a picture.
Thanks.
Here we go.
Hey, you gonna see Danny again soon?
Yeah. Hey, you remember when he was working undercover running that nightclub? And the other undercover agent got killed, stuffed in a freezer?
Yeah, I took the call. That was a couple years back.
The guy in the freezer was my partner.
Mr. Da Vinci,
Hi.
I heard on the radio that Tom Hill died last night.
Yeah, that's true, he did.
How did that happen?
Well, we're not really too sure yet. Well, were you a friend of his?
Yeah, from this street. I know him from this street.
Okay, how can I help you?
You don't remember me, do you?
I'm not sure that I do.
Tom introduced us once. I'm Charles Downey.
Oh, I think I remember. Was it at the Carnegie Center?
Yeah, that's right. You gave that talk on drug addiction.
That's true. I remember.
Yeah.
So how can I help you, Charles? What's going on?
I don't know if you can. I don't know that I can trust you.
I don't know how to help you with that one either. You have to roll the dice on that one, I'm afraid.
If I tell you something about Tom, you can't say where he got it from, okay?
Well, there again, unless I know what the information is, I don't know how I can make a promise like that.
Okay. Thanks anyway.
Hey, hang on. Charles, hang on a second. Was it has something to do with what happened to Tom, what you wanted to tell me today?
Yeah, it maybe has something to do with that.
Well, I can promise you that whatever you tell me, I won't say where I got it, and I give you my word on that. Does that help you out at all?
Okay.
Okay, I'm interested.
So I was like down in front of this pub there at Hastings and Carroll, you know the one?
Yeah.
I waited for a friend of mine who owes me some money.
Okay.
And then I see Tom come out of the pub. He goes around the back and in the alley there. And then this patrol car pulls up. These two cops, they get out and they shove Tom in the back of the car, and then they take off.
You're saying the two policemen threw Tom in the back of their patrol car last night?
Yeah.
What time was that?
I don't know. Just before closing.
Oh, yeah. So what's the problem? Why can't you come forward with this?
Well, I'm on parole, and I'm in a rehab program.
Okay, so you're still on dope?
No. In fact, I kind of got the in-betweens.
What was the nature of your offense?
Assault, and I got a couple of DNAs 2A, so for the cops, they know me pretty good.
Okay, I think I see your problem here.
Yeah. My whole life situation, I got no credibility.
Absolutely none at all.
So are you gonna bring this back to the cops?
Well, I assume what you want me to do is investigate this or recommend that somebody else investigates this, right?
Yeah, well, you being a friend of Tom's and all that, I thought you'd be the guy to, like, talk to.
Well, if your information's true,
It's true.
then there's no way I'm not going to follow up on this 100%.
Good.
Good. Okay, thanks.
Hey, this better not come back on me. I won't like it.
I give you my word, it won't come back.
Good. Because I gotta live down here.
I got you.
2 patrol cops put Thomas Hill into their cruiser and took off the night he died.
That's what I'm hearing, yeah.
Oh, Jesus, that's not very good news. Okay, what about this witness? What's his story?
Well, just like I said, he saw Tom get put in the back of a police cruiser way out here. I got no reason to doubt him.
So, why won't he come forward?
I don't know, he's got his reasons, and, well, I respect him.
What does the autopsy say?
Autopsy says that he was hit over the head with something, and then he got run over. But when he got run over, he was already laying face down right there in the street.
Okay.
So you combine that with what the witness is saying about 2 cops put him in the back of their police cruiser and the fact that the hit and run took place way the hell out there in UBC, and how the hell Tom might have gotten there from where he was last seen, which was in an alley right across from the station here. And you got a nasty little picture developing before your very eyes.
I don't follow you.
You don't? Right. Okay. I think Tom was taken for a midnight run.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think these 2 guys saw him and felt, hey, there's that royal pain in the ass, that nuisance, that Indian prick there, Tom Hill. Let's just give him a good tune-up and just get him out of the area for a little while.
That usually means just a ride someplace and a long walk home without your shoes on.
He didn't have his shoes on.
Okay, look, assuming for a moment that Mr. Hill was taken for a ride, is it not possible that whatever happened to him happened after he got out of the cruiser?
Anything's possible, but either way, I gotta know.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for bringing this to me. I'm going to be looking into this.
Okay, good, good. You'll be looking into this. It won't be internal.
Well, when I know for certain what I'm dealing with, I'll make that decision. Do you have a problem with that?
No, I got no problem with it. You just guarantee me a fair look at this, and I'm cool. You know, it's your call.
That'll satisfy you?
I'll be satisfied with the truth.
Anything else?
You know, I'm just trying to give you the heads up on this thing because this turns out to be a death in custody. I'm gonna be way, way up in front of this one.
Okay, well, then we have to bring your witness in.
I got a better idea. Why don't we just do this? Why don't we just check out the story? Why don't we just see if what the witness is suggesting, that 2 cops put him in the back of their cruiser outside the bar at closing time. Let's see if that holds any water. And if it does,
all right,
then we go
let's
further.
do that.
Okay, good with that, right?
Chick found the woman's wallet in the bottom of the dumpster.
Oh, yeah? Who is she?
Rachel Rosenblum. That's her building where we found her. She lived there.
What? We canvassed that building. Nobody recognized her.
Well, she lived there. Apartment 3C, been there for almost a year.
All right, well, let's go back and see the neighbors one more time.
The chick also found a pizza box in the garbage with her name and address on it. Turns out, the night she died, she ordered a large capicola and mushroom. Arrived about 9:15.
All right, here, take a listen to this.
Okay.
2 Delta 19, checking a single male who appears intoxicated in the alley.
Copy that, Delta 19.
All right, that's Constables Miller and Colzack at 1:30 a.m. in the morning there, and they're checking a guy in the alley.
Well, that's section 2, so that could be Tom Hill they're checking out right there.
Yeah, but they didn't give a location, so who knows? I don't know.
That's off procedure 2, isn't it? They're supposed to give a location.
Yeah, they're supposed to. Okay, here you go.
2 Delta 19, we'll be on a 10-7 on portable.
Copy that, Delta 19.
All right, 10-7, and just a few minutes later, 1:33.
So, on portable means they're away from the car now.
Usually, it could be that they're just taking some 10-7 downtime.
Yeah, except every other car in District 2 is accounted for. That means everybody in District 2 is drunk.
Drunk? Yeah, they're not giving dispatch a reason why they're all going on 10-7.
Everybody in the neighborhood's loaded, so anything could be going on.
Okay, get you.
All right.
Okay.
2 Delta 19, 10-8.
Copy that, Delta 19. You're 10-8. Back in service.
All right, they're at 10-8. They're back from whatever it was they were doing.
What time was that?
2:26 in the a.m.
Well, a.m. That means that we're from 1:33 a.m. and 2:26 a.m. These guys are unaccounted for.
Yeah, but at night, everybody usually takes some downtime. You know, dinner break, coffee break, piss break.
Well, I want to know what kind of break these guys are on.
Okay, well, it's probably worth a conversation, I know.
Yeah, conversation. Probably clear it all up.
You okay if I was there while you interviewed them? Because there's possible death in custody. I'd like to be there.
No, I got no problem with that. It's okay by me.
No, me neither.
Okay, good. Nobody's got a problem.
From the lividity, I'd agree she was moved after death.
What happened? Do we know that yet?
That'll be up to toxicology. I didn't see any signs of trauma. I did find some red wine and a few undissolved pills in her stomach, though. But I have no idea what sort of pills they were.
No pizza in there with the pills?
No pizza? Why?
Well, she had one delivered the night she died.
Guess she didn't get around to eating it then.
See, you'd never find me doing that. I order a pizza, I'm gonna see that it's eaten. You know, you'd have to fight me for it.
Maybe she had a boyfriend like you, ate the whole thing himself.
Tuesday, okay, what's the problem with Tuesday?
Okay, you tell us at 1:30 in the morning you went 10-7, but without a reason.
Okay, can I ask what this is all about?
Yeah, sure. This is about Tom Hill getting run over up there in Point Grey.
Well, what's that got to do with us?
Well, we have a witness who says that 2 police constables put Tom in the back of their cruiser that night.
Well, that wasn't us.
Okay. Well, where were you between 1:30 and 2:30? We'll clear it right up.
My partner asked me to help move some stuff out of his girlfriend's apartment.
1:30 in the morning?
Well, that's the only time we had to do it.
Did he give you a reason for that?
Yeah, they were having a beef or something. She was pretty pissed off at him.
Okay. You know his girlfriend's name?
Carmen Sanchez.
Was she there while you were helping him move his stuff out?
Yeah, she was there. She was making sure he didn't take any of her CDs.
Okay, what about this call you guys made earlier about going into the alley, checking out an intoxicated guy? What's that?
Yeah, that's right. Some college kid coming from a pub. Put him on a bus back to his dorm.
How long are you in your apartment working down there in District 2?
About a year, I guess.
A year? That's a long time. So inside of a year, you probably get to know quite a few of the faces down there pretty well.
Yeah, well, some you see a lot. You get to know those guys for sure.
So what was your feeling about Tom?
It's the guy you said got run over? I didn't know.
You never even heard of him?
Well, yeah, maybe I heard of him. He was into the native community or something, is that right?
Yeah, he's pretty much a fixture actually down there in the downtown Eastside.
Yeah, well, I work nights. It's a little different scene down there at night.
He's famous for working 24/7, Tom.
Well, like I say, you get to know some of the faces. You don't always get to know the names that go with them.
That's true.
Okay, well, that's probably just gonna do it for us for now. Thanks for coming in.
That's it, I can go?
Yeah, our witness probably got you 2 guys mixed up with a couple other constables, you know, in the dark, everybody wearing uniform, they all kind of look the same, you know how it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Okay, you can come on in here now.
Tom Hill? Sorry, never heard of him.
Are you sure? He's fairly well known, a political activist, community organizer.
I don't know, it's hard to say. We see a lot of native people down there.
So you can't really say if you've ever personally talked to him or not.
Sorry, I got no idea.
So I guess you can't say whether you had any personal contact with him, if you ever talked to him personally or not.
Sorry, I got no idea.
No idea. You know, it's you and your partner are the only 2 cops working down in that district who have never heard of Tom Hill.
Well, I can't speak for my partner, but I know I didn't know him.
Okay.
Let's talk about where you guys were Tuesday morning, 1:30.
Oh, Jesus, Tuesday? Let me think. You know, working nights, it all kind of flows together after a while, a sea of misery.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
So, okay, yeah, Tuesday, about 1:30. That's when I was moving my stuff out of my girlfriend's place.
So you're moving your clothing, your toothbrush, things like that from your girlfriend's place at 1:30 in the morning?
Yeah, we had a fight. She wanted me out.
What, you couldn't wait till you got off work? It had to be right then?
Yeah, she said if I didn't do it, she'd throw my stuff out on the street.
So if we ask her about this, she's gonna tell us the same thing then, that you were moving your stuff.
Oh, yeah, I was moving my stuff. She'll back that up.
She'll back that up.
Yeah, 100%. Carmen Sanchez, she's a member, works in the traffic division.
Okay, before you went over to your girlfriend's, you were down there in District 2. You saw a drunk in an alley. Where was that alley?
That was down in Gastown there.
You're in Gastown.
Yeah, my girlfriend's got one of those lofts down there, so we're kind of working our way over there.
Okay, tell us about the drunk. What was his story?
Well, we saw him puking against the wall, and we went to check him out, and it turned out to be some college kid. He just turned 21 that day. He celebrated a little too much, so we put him on a bus home.
All right, guy's birthday, so you gave him a little present, let him go. It was nice, sure.
Yeah, well, we try to be helpful if we can, you know.
I'm good.
Okay. All right, I guess that's just about enough for us. Thanks.
That's it?
Yep. You're done.
Thanks.
Oh, hey, by the way, we impounded your cruiser. Just check it out, make sure there's no evidence of Tom Hill in the back seat there. Hairs, fibers, that kind of thing, all right?
It's fine with us. We got nothing to hide.
All right.
Sanchez was a member. He works for Zach. Traffic there.
No, I haven't been able to find anything that says Tom Hill was ever in this car or under it. No soft crush damage, nothing to link this car to the hit and run.
Well, there wouldn't be any soft crush damage because the car didn't hit him. It ran over him. He's already laying on the ground there.
Okay, but there's no blood anywhere under the carriage, nothing on the wheels, no fibers, no skin.
Okay, then what about the tire impressions on the back of his jeans? Where are you with those?
Nowhere. The tire impressions on the denim don't match the tire treads on this vehicle here.
Not even close?
Not even close. Whatever vehicle made the marks on the pants had a different tread pattern than on this vehicle.
So Miller and Kozak were telling the truth. They didn't run him over.
Not unless they flipped the tires around, but there's no indication of that. These wheel nuts haven't been touched recently.
Still doesn't mean they didn't tune him up and leave him out there laying on the ground for somebody else to come along and run him over.
Okay, but where's the evidence for that?
Well, what about that story about the girlfriend's apartment and moving out? Did that check out?
Yeah, we talked to her. She's backing up what they said. Kozak was moving his stuff out.
It doesn't look like we got anything on these two guys.
Unless you want to bring your witness forward and let us talk to him.
Yeah, let's just see what he has to say to that. No other way.
He said this wouldn't come back on me.
Now, hang on, okay? Just answer me one question, all right? Did two uniforms put Tom Hill in the back of their cruiser in this alley here, yes or no?
I told you that's what happened.
Okay, well, here's my problem, okay? The two detectives looking into this have not been able to turn up any evidence to say that this ever happened at all. You, my friend, are the only evidence, so unless you can convince them of that, at this point, there's nothing I can do. This whole thing is over, my friend.
You're a real prick. You have any idea what you're doing to me?
Got no other choice unless you want to see this whole thing slide and Tom's death go in question. I really have no choice. Okay? Okay?
Okay, so where are these two detectives?
Just say the word, my friend. I'll call them, okay?
You want me to show them what happened? You want me to take them down this alley as if I've never been up in the alley with two detectives before?
I'm gonna walk in there with you every step of the way, no problem.
Now, what happens to me when you're not there? You ain't gonna be there for that part, are you?
One time I was in uniform, we had this real low-life asshole on our beat that used to do B&Es. He was a nuisance. We'd bust him. He'd be out in a week. One night, my partner and I caught him coming down the alley with a couple of toasters, so we decided we were going to give him a message about leaving the neighborhood. We drove him out all the way to just east of Hope and dropped him off without his shoes or his pants. Now, we thought it was pretty funny. Now, I'm just glad it was in the summer and not in the middle of the winter, like, you know, what happened to those Indians out on the prairies. You know what they call it in Regina? The Sparkle Tour. Kind of all the stars you can see on your walk back into town.
Is the guy a native?
What the hell's that got to do with it? He was an asshole. Assholes come in all colors.
Okay, so what about the asshole you drove out to Hope? Was he a native or what?
Well, it was just a coincidence. I've done the same thing to a lot of white guys. Okay, here we are.
Oh, good. Hey, Mick.
Hey, Dominic.
Cecilio.
Hey. This is him?
Yeah.
So, I understand you're on parole, is that right?
Yes, sir, I am.
Been you hanging around down here?
No, sir.
But you were hanging down here the other night.
Yes, sir, I was.
Okay, well, let's hear about it.
I was standing in front of the pub there waiting for a friend of mine who owes me some money.
Okay. You were standing out in front of the pub. How long were you standing out here for?
About half an hour.
Anybody you see that you know to back you up on that? It would help.
I saw a few people I knew.
Okay, we're gonna need some names, all right?
I don't know their names.
You don't remember anybody's names, but you do remember you saw Tom Hill coming out of this pub.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Okay, what kind of a mood was he in?
What do you mean?
Oh, was he in a good mood or in a bad mood? Or...
I don't know what kind of mood he was in.
Oh, how about you? Were you feeling good?
I was feeling pretty even.
All right, so Tom walked off into the alley here, right? And the cruiser comes along, a couple of officers jump out. What happened?
Yeah, the cruiser stopped right over there. And then it's Tom went right over to the window and started talking.
Yeah, did they call him over there, or what happened with that?
I don't know. It's all the way down on the other end here. I don't know why he went over there.
Couldn't hear anything.
What happened?
Okay, then like those two police officers, they get out of the car and they keep on talking.
Was anybody saying anything loud or confrontational?
I don't know. Maybe somebody said something quiet and confrontational.
Why would you say that?
So they grabbed him and they threw him in their car.
They didn't try and handcuff him, they didn't try and search him, nothing like that?
No, nothing like that.
Okay, can you identify these two officers?
No, sir. I don't think I can.
Wait a minute, now you were standing right about here and you could see that it was Tom Hill, but you couldn't see the faces of the two officers?
Well, I knew it was Tom by his walk.
By his walk?
Yeah, everybody knows Tom by his walk. He's got one short leg.
Okay, about those people who might have seen you down here, I'm gonna need those names, all right? Come on.
I don't know.
Well, okay, then when you do know, you let us know, okay? That's all.
Oh, boy. What do you think?
I don't know. What do you think? I think he's telling part of the truth.
I believe
Yeah, but which part? I mean, the guy's brains are all scrambled from doing drugs. More than likely he had a load on that night. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't see what he says he saw, but if he isn't willing to come forward and identify those two officers, then we're right back to nowhere.
Dominic, why don't you talk to him, see if you can come across with an ID?
An ID, with his record, IDing two cops, that's going to be shit for evidence in court.
Yeah, but Miller and Kolsak don't know that, do they?
Thank you. Right? Let me see what I can do.
Okay.
You know what he's up to.
2 blows to the head.
Mm-hmm. I looked at the slides. I just don't see it.
It's there. One of the injuries occurred maybe an hour before he was hit by the car, and another much closer to the incident.
Okay, so this guy gets hit on the head and he's still walking around. We've seen that. These closed head injuries are slow bleeders, right?
Mm. Right, but at some point it starts to affect him. He falls into the road and sustains a second head injury.
Your talks back on Tom Hill?
Yeah, no drugs. Blood alcohol was 0.06.
Well, that's pretty good. A couple of beers. Like he wasn't falling down drunk or passing out or anything, was he?
No, he wasn't passing out. My point.
So we have a consensus on cause of death?
We were just discussing that.
Okay. Just to get a determination, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
So how long had you been seeing Rachel?
6 months.
And everything's okay between you two?
We both wanted to take things slow.
So going slow, that was mutual? Because usually, it's the guy who wants things to move forward and the girl who likes to go slow.
No, it was mutual.
Okay, when was the last time you saw Rachel?
That was lunch on Monday.
Monday, that was the day before her body was discovered.
Yeah, she came down to where I work.
What do you do for work?
I work at the Ministry of Transport.
And you didn't see her that night?
No, we didn't think it was a good idea to see each other every night.
Hey, have you got a key to her place?
Key? No.
Okay, what about her? Does she have a key to your place?
No.
So what were you doing the night before last?
I watched TV, I went to bed.
You didn't talk to Rachel on the phone?
No, we didn't talk.
Taking it real slow.
That's right.
All right, well, thanks for talking to us.
Sure.
You the two guys looking at the hit and run on Tom Hill?
Yeah, we're looking into it.
Okay, well, I was canvassing the area up there for accident investigation, and I ran into a witness who says he saw something.
What do you got?
Okay, well, this witness says he was coming home from work, and he pulled into an alley to turn around, and he saw 2 guys beating on an Indian guy with hockey sticks.
He said an Indian guy?
Yeah, he said the Indian was barefoot.
You give a description of the two guys in the dust-up?
No, it was dark. He said he couldn't be sure.
You say how old he thought these two guys were?
Well, yeah, he said he thought they were probably about university age.
He said they were using hockey sticks.
Yeah, that's what he says they were beating the Indian with. He also says he thinks these two guys are wearing hockey team jackets.
Team jackets? Did he give you a team name, logo, anything like that on the jacket?
No. He said he didn't get that good a look.
Well, thanks for coming in with us. That's great.
Hey, no problem. Here's his particulars.
All right, thanks.
Christ.
See ya.
Maybe hockey sticks, maybe team jackets. That narrows it down.
Yeah, you know. You get a lot of guys playing hockey up there at the university. They got games going on night and day.
I know. 10 or 12 teams a day going in there.
I just got the talks back on your woman in the dumpster.
Oh, yeah? What's it say?
She overdosed on alcohol and barbiturates.
Could somebody have given her that or forced it down her throat?
No, her gag reflex would have made her throw it up.
Well, what about spiking her wine with the pills?
No, she had those few undissolved pills in her stomach, so I think she had to know what she was taking.
So you just take your time and you tell me if you see either of the two constables that threw Tom Hill in the back of their cruiser, okay?
I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, yeah, you can do it. You came to me with this. Now, you and me are going to see this thing through.
Yeah? I don't see any you and me in this. I only see me. And I told you, if this comes down to my word against theirs, you're gonna have a problem.
The kids I saw beating on that Indian are in here somewhere.
Well, you're gonna have to tell us, Mr. Semple.
How old are these kids?
Should be university age.
They look younger. The older I get, the harder it is to tell the age of young people.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
So do you see him in there, the two men you saw beating the native in the alley there?
I'm sorry, but you said be sure. I can't be sure. I mean, it was dark, and I only saw them for a couple of seconds.
Okay, can you be sure then that these two men were hockey players?
Oh, I never said hockey players. I said two men with hockey sticks.
What about the team jackets?
I never said that was for sure either. I'm not really sure what they were wearing.
What about the sticks that they were using? Can you be sure that those were hockey sticks? Could they have been using some other kind of stick?
Well, I don't know. Maybe. And I just know that at that time in the early morning, hockey players come out of the rink, and maybe that's what made me think it was team jackets and hockey sticks.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks for coming in then.
I'm sorry I couldn't have been more help to you.
Hey, give it a shot. Appreciate it.
So what, you thinking it wasn't hockey sticks?
Well, you heard what he said.
Hey, you thinking it was police batons?
I didn't say that.
That's what you're thinking.
Gave it a thought.
How about these two guys? Recognize them?
Yeah, I seen those two. They never busted me, but I seen them around.
No, I'm asking you, are these the two cops that put Tom Hill in their cruiser?
Shit, I would love to say, yeah, it's them. They're a couple of pricks, man, but I'm not sure. I was drinking lost that night. They were way up the alley. It was really dark. It could be them. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know, or you don't have to go to court and accuse them?
I don't know. And I don't want to go to court and accuse them.
Well, you're the one that saw them.
I don't know, okay, man? I don't know.
I think maybe you do know.
The witness is completely useless. He doesn't know if the native guy was being beaten with hockey sticks or police batons. Could have been anything, you know?
Did he say that he saw a police vehicle in the alley or anywhere in the area?
No, he didn't see anything like that.
And your witness didn't say that the two men he saw in the alley were police constables?
No, didn't get a good enough look to see who they were.
Well, it could have been anybody then.
Right, so what do you want us to do about Miller and Kozak then?
Well, look, is there any other evidence that suggests they took Tom Hill for a ride?
Well, it's inconclusive. You know, the fact that they said they were going to check out an intoxicated guy in the alley and then went 10-7 for an hour sounds like it could have been them, but as far as evidence, they got an alibi and there's nothing in their car to indicate they were involved in this at all, so...
There's your answer then.
Boss, you busy? The woman out here wants to talk to you.
Okay. This thing's frozen again. Can you take a look at it for me? Hello? I'm Dominic Da Vinci.
Joyce Zisner.
Take a seat. What can I help you with?
Well, I was reading in the paper about that man, Tom Hill, and I all the wonderful things that you said about him and how he was your friend and a good man and helped so many people. And I just wanted to come in and see you and tell you I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I'm scared.
Scared of what?
The police, I don't want to go to jail.
Why would you go to jail?
I was there. I was in the car that ran that poor man over.
You were driving the car?
No, Jay. He's my boyfriend. He was driving.
Jay, who's Jay?
Jay Simon.
Jay Simon isn't the city councilman?
Yes.
Whose car?
It was my car.
Okay. You want to tell me what happened?
We were coming home from the University Golf Club, and we had dinner and drinks.
So you're both drinking?
I wanted to call a taxi, but Jay wouldn't let me call.
So if I'm hearing you right, then Jay's driving you home in your car. Okay, what then?
We were talking to each other, and out of nowhere, this man stumbled out into the street and collapsed. And Jay swerved the car to miss him, but I could feel that the wheels ran over him. So I yelled at Jay to stop the car, but he just kept driving.
Okay, then what?
We're having an affair. Nobody knows about it. And he just said it would get dragged out all over the place and it would look ugly. And I said I didn't care. And he said that if I told the police, that he would blame me. He would say it was my fault. And it would be my word against his, and who would believe me against him, a city councilman?
I see what you mean.
What's gonna happen to me?
Let's just take this one step at a time now. Anybody see you get in the car with Jay?
I don't know. Well, maybe at the club, but I don't think so.
You have to go to the police.
I can't go to jail. I didn't do anything wrong.
I have to go to the police now that I know. You have to go to the police.
Oh, God.
You have a lawyer?
No.
Get yourself a lawyer. Then turn yourself into the police station. I'm sorry, that's your only option here.
Hey, thanks for coming in.
It's okay. We just want to clear up a few things about Rachel's death. We thought maybe you could help us out.
Okay, sure. I'll do what I can.
Okay, well, we know now how Rachel died.
How did she die?
She overdosed on tranks and red wine.
What?
You didn't know she had a barbiturate dependency?
No.
Well, we spoke to her previous employer and her employer before that, and it turns out she was fired both times for taking drugs on the job.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe she was just better at hiding it from you.
You know, well, I did see her take pills sometimes, but not a lot of them.
Okay, let's go back to the day that you last saw her. What was her mood?
It's fine.
You two weren't splitting up or anything?
No, I told you we were good.
You like pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who doesn't like pizza? Rachel liked pizza. She ordered a pizza the night she OD'd.
I didn't know that.
You told me that Rachel didn't have a key to your apartment.
She might have.
She did have one. We found it on her key ring. And we asked the super in your building about it, and he said that he gave you one specifically for your girlfriend because you can't get those apartment keys copied.
Why'd you lie about
that?
that?
Well, I didn't. I just, I'd forgotten.
Rachel ordered a pizza for you two the night she died. She's only a block from your place, so she walks it over, lets herself in. We have a witness in your building that saw her doing that. So you want to tell us now what really happened?
Oh, shit. Okay. I came home, and Rachel's there on the couch, passed out. Or I think she's passed out. You know, I saw the pill bottle, but I didn't look to see how many pills were in it. You know, I didn't know she'd taken the whole thing. I thought she was asleep.
Okay, so you sat there, you ate pizza, and did what?
Watched TV. And then I started getting a little pissed off because she was sleeping so long, so I tried to wake her up, and that's when I saw that she was dead.
You think of any reason why she'd take the whole bottle?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay, you see that she's dead. Then what did you do?
I just watched a little more TV, you know. I finished eating the pizza, and then I took her down the back stairs, and I I put her in one of the dumpsters in the alley behind her place.
So you knew you weren't responsible for her death, but you still felt like putting her in the trash was a good choice. It never occurred to you to call 911?
I'm a civil servant, right? I mean, I have a very promising future ahead of me. And that kind of thing, your girlfriend overdosing in your apartment, that goes on your record.
Right. So you took her death as a potential roadblock in your career advancement?
Well, it could have been interpreted like that, yes.
Charge him with interfering with human remains. And any other goddamn thing you could think of.
Now, this definitely is the vehicle that ran over Tom Hill. See, we found these fibers under the carriage there. And these tire treads also match the tread impressions that we lifted off the denim jeans that Tom was wearing.
Excellent. What about the steering wheel? Did you get any prints off of that?
Yep, both the girls and the city councilman's prints are on there.
Now, what does the city councilman say?
Well, his lawyer says he wasn't driving, his girlfriend was behind the wheel.
Oh, yeah? So she takes the risk and comes forward. Why?
Well, he's saying it's because he made her come forward.
You buying that?
Well, we're still sorting that out.
Oh, that's beautiful. She does the right thing. She steps forward and tells the truth, and she's going to get screwed royally for her trouble.
Yep. Well, who knows? Maybe it'll all still work out for her.
Yeah. Nice trick.
Mr. Da Vinci, what can we do for you today?
I just thought you guys might want to hear what happened to Tom Hill after you dropped him off up at UBC.
We never dropped him off anywhere.
Well, after you got out of your car, without his shoes on, I guess he had a little run-in with some guys there in an alley or something, and I don't know, maybe there's a couple of jock types who were playing hockey that night, or maybe it's a couple other guys with police sticks, but I guess they had their butt up pretty good, and they really wanted to give the guy a hard time, but given Tom's personality, you know, he's going to fight back. But it's 2-on-1, so he's not stupid, and he hits it, he takes off, he runs away. And the trouble was that one of those guys hit him so hard in the head with something that he's bleeding inside there. And he's starting to feel woozy and it's dark, and now he loses his balance, and he passes out right there in the street, and bam, along comes the car, runs him over. This car is incidentally driven by a drunk city councilman, so you want to know that's what happened to him after you dropped him off up there at UBC and then took his shoes. So off the record now, off the record, did you guys take him on the midnight ride? Please tell me.
Don't answer him.
You don't think when I was in uniform, 1 or 2 times maybe I took a guy out for a ride?
We didn't take anybody for a ride. Maybe you did that kind of thing, but we keep our hands pretty full around here.
So that's your story, then you're going to stick to it?
That's right. End of story.
Both of you?
That's right.